everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about a subject that is near and dear to my heart. Books, specifically art books. I have quite a few and I hope to get more. I just got this book back in January. I saw it in the bookstore and just had to get it. I've only done 2 projects so far, but I thought they turned out decent considering these were my second time playing around with gouache. Drawing Animals 101. I found this at Hobby Lobby. They were having a huge clearance sale on books. I was able to get, I think it was like 3 books for the price of 1. It was like a dream, except it was real. I actually learned quite a bit about the anatomy of animals, especially in the beginning of the book. I don't know about the rest of you, but besides people, animals are like the bane of my existence. They're so cute in the reference, but then when you sit down to draw them, you forget how to draw, and you're like, what is a pencil? I have a dog, so wanting to be able to draw him, the dog and cat section was very helpful. They even go over how to draw paws. But towards the end of the book, they venture into more exotic animals, like koalas, the cutest animal in existence, and red pandas, again, the cutest animal in existence, but enough about them. Ooh, tigers. Tigers were fun to draw. Here are some rough sketches I did. I definitely improved as I went on, I'd say. Some of those are really bad. Who doesn't love watercolor flowers? I love seeing people's watercolor flowers on cards or just prints of them. They're just so pretty. I got this book at Hobby Lobby too. Most of my stuff really comes from Hobby Lobby. I think I have a problem. Oh well. First off, this book has so many different types of flowers. There are also interesting facts about them too. And I think the reason this book is super unique is because it's actually made so you can paint in the book. One side has an outline of the flower, and then you have the instructions and example painting photos on the other page. So far, I've only tried 2 flowers. They turned out decent, I'd say. I think that one turned out pretty good, but that one, yeah, no, not so much. Once again, this came from Hobby Lobby. We don't have tons of mountains where I live, but we have steep hills. I don't know, what is a mountain? Is there a definition? I should really look it up. But in the beginning of this book, it actually has examples on tracing paper, so you can transfer them to your watercolor paper. I only did that once. I didn't like it. They were too small for my paper, but whatever floats your boat. Each lesson starts out with a list of brush sizes, colors you'll need, and then they move on to some techniques, and finally, step-by-step instructions with pictures. I've done about 6 different lessons in this book, but I'm only showing the 2 best ones. These are the ones that actually turned out better. And that's saying a lot. The others must have been really bad for these to be the best. An act of treachery was committed to this book. A rabid, bloodthirsty monster committed the most unspeakable crime, which may or may not have been my fault. Remember this: never leave your book on your bed, ever. And do not trust this face. He is not innocent or sweet. He is a book-eating monster. Don't. Oh, he's just too cute. Beginning watercolor. I bet you can't guess where I got this one from. Yes, you are correct. This one has less specific lessons inside it and is more of an overview about watercolor in general. I actually learned a few interesting techniques, such as using salt grains to get a cool texture on rocks, when to use masking fluid to reserve small areas of white on your paper, because, come on, we've all made the mistake of painting over that important white highlight before. The section on trees, how to do different ones, super helpful, super pretty, really enjoyed it. Raise your hand if you struggle with color mixing. I'm going to assume at least one of you raised your hands. Or maybe I'm alone. It might be. Who knows? This book, it really broke down color mixing for me. It starts off with primary colors, and then it goes on to explain about mixing secondary colors. Color theory was a lot easier after this. Oh, and it also talks about different color palettes you can use and like what they mean, and just colors to use to make other colors pop. That was informative. I did not know that. The Lord of the Rings is one of the most amazing literature and, in my opinion, film adaptation masterpieces today, okay? I love the films. I know some people don't. It's fine. We'll agree to disagree. They were amazing, in my opinion. This book did not come from Hobby Lobby. This was one of my Christmas presents, and I absolutely loved it. I read the whole thing in about 2 days, which is easy to do when it's mostly pictures. So it says in the title Sketchbook, which is correct. It's mainly pencil sketches. Some of them are rough, but some, like this one right here, oh man, so detailed. It makes me, it's just so good. I think my favorite is definitely the Elvish architecture section. I mean, and their armor, it's all so pretty. It just makes me so happy to look at it. But yeah, I've used this as a reference too when I want to draw Lord of the Rings stuff, like hobbit holes. Oh, those are fun to draw. Next up, I have once again another Lord of the Rings book. This one is slightly different artist, which is cool, and a lot more, as you can tell, finished artwork. But I think my favorite section is right here, the windows of hobbit holes. I mean, I never knew there were so many window designs. Like, seriously. Unlike the last book, this one is not just about Lord of the Rings specifically. It's also got The Hobbit in it. The other ones, I can't pronounce them. I don't want to mangle the pronunciation, so we're just gonna leave them be. But it's all about Middle Earth. So that's it. Thank you everyone for watching and coming on that journey with me. As you can probably tell, I'm something of a bookworm. By the end of this, you can probably tell that. But leave a comment about what are your favorite art books, or do you have any recommendations? I'm open to new ones. I'm hoping to get more Lord of the Ring ones. I think you can tell there's an issue there. I need to rectify that. But anyway, thanks for tuning in and have a great rest of your day. Bye!